So,
Hello and welcome back to After the Match podcast. This is our episode 15. It's crazy because you know who is trying to get number 15 on his resume. I'm so excited to bring this podcast back. It's been weeks, it's been crazy. I don't know if it's supposed to be an apology, but if you are an avid follower of Elo Media on YouTube, you would see the latest episode of a podcast we drop on the channel, the Chronicle Podcast with DJ Somi. Before, I believe, during the podcast, I did say the reason why we haven't done anything for a couple of weeks, and there's an episode that will be out on the channel, both on Spotify where you listen to us, wherever you're listening to us on audio, but also on YouTube if you're watching us. There's an episode that will be out that would best explain um what is going on and why we haven't done anything for a while. But I'm elated to bring this episode of After the Match podcast, episode 15, to you, yeah, on YouTube, and obviously it will go on audio platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast on. So I'm so excited to bring this. I'm here to give you pure, give you the pure uncut truth about the business that we love. But tonight is very, very different. I am bringing in a co-host that, my God, I brought in a co-host because I thought we shared the same passion for this industry. The last time this person was on anything we do, then known as we've moved from Before the Bell podcast to the Chronicle podcast. We've had their various shows. The last time this person was on with us was 8 October 2020. It's almost 6 freaking years. And I thought he respected the grind. But after what I heard him say during the period we tried to prepare for this, I was like, holy hell. I'm starting to realize I just freaking brought a snake into the studio. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome Emaximax to the podcast. Man, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to the most musty podcast. Welcome to Chronicle Podcast. Yeah, yeah. I'm
But
talking.
well, the last time you were here, we were known as a critical podcast, but things have changed. We are now after the match podcast. So after the match podcast is for the wrestling content. The Chronicle podcast still maintains, but now it wears a different look or different stage. Is now different. It's for interviews, personalities, and brands. So right now we have rebranded. The Chronicle podcast is for interviews and all. Which episode 14, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Sorry, episode 11. Yeah, episode 11. Yeah, DJ Somi was on to talk about his journey and all. But yeah, episode 15 for After the Match podcast, I have on the Maximax. Are we still addressing you after 6 years as a Maximax, or have things changed over there for you?
Yeah, a lot of things has changed, but yeah, I'm still the maximum, the one and only a maximum. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know, the big story for the but first of it, because it's WrestleMania season, everybody have a lot of things to say, everybody have a lot of things to do. But the biggest story in the wrestling world right now has to be CM Punk and Roman Reigns. CM Punk is the one fighting for the family, fighting for the business, is the soul of the business, is fighting for the locker room, is fighting for the championship that the man coming after it has looked down on that title. He saw that as the lesser thing. He saw that as a secondary belt, and for the first time in his life, or his first time in years, he's coming to fight for something like that. And the last time they were in the ring, for Punk and Roman, round three for their war of verbal wars, Roman called Punk old, which warranted to Punk, hitting him right in the face and dropping him on his ass. But it's been just a whole lot, with Punk, calling Roman, telling I'll bury you next to your dad. Like, it's been crazy with the Usos confronting him. It's just a whole lot. And I just wanted to get your take. What you've seen the story, Roman won Royal Rumble 2026 in Saudi Arabia, is challenging Punk at WrestleMania and possibly night two for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. What's your take on the entire thing?
Okay, so first of all, CM Punk sucks. I people seeing CM Punk. He's like what Roman said. He's old. He's old. So all he does is talk here, talk here, and little bit of luck to win most of his silly, not so entertaining matches, putting him in the main event and thereabout. Roman Roman isn't the Roman we know 10 years ago, we know 9 years ago. He's different. He speaks with confidence. He speaks with confidence. He has that swag. He has that vibe, and he's really, really good on mic now. So you running your mouth, was it 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, running your mouth, calling Roman a part timer, really calling Roman a part timer. But Roman handled the situation. Yeah, he said he should go and ask his wife. So let him. I believe he must have gone to go and ask his wife. So that's that for that. So this is just it. Um, Roman is
I e-
winning. Roman is winning the match at WrestleMania. Yes, he's winning the match at WrestleMania. There's nothing stopping him. There's nothing stopping him. He's winning the match at WrestleMania because I believe to a certain percentage, I think the bloodline is going to come back at that WrestleMania and help Roman if things are trying to go south. Are going to come back and help Roman to become because he is the head of the table. He is the needle mover. He is the tribal chief. He is the greatest of all time. So you can't you can't think little old CM Punk is not possible. It's not going to happen. You guys are going to just keep putting your hopes on an old man. Roman said it. He said he makes the company looks bad. Like, yes, how would your world champion be a is getting to 50? Come on now. He's getting to 50. Imagine putting the Undertaker as a world champion. Do you think he's going to be able to compete with other wrestling brands? No. Or wrestling companies rather. No. Yeah. So that is it. Um Roman is winning the match. Roman is great. Roman is awesome. Roman is better than him on the mic. No matter what he has to say, he always say the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like Roman said, it's like missionary every single time. Wow. So that is just
oh,
it. Um, Roman is winning the match. So just count CM Punk is out of the occasion. And this is not me being, yeah, I like CM Punk, but I don't fancy him. I don't see what people like about him. He's old. He his wrestling style is weak. He hasn't improved much. The same old thing,
I think
same old moves,
I,
same
I
old
think it's this
um
is where I think this is where I might want to interrupt in the space that Punk is, it's all this all don't you agree that this is all about respect here? Punk is standing up for the locker room. When he called Roman a part timer, it's not as if it's an insult. It's what it's facts. How many matches did Roman have had last year? How many matches did he have a year before that? I mean, every single year ever since he's been champion, every single year his matchups, the appearances and his matches for the year drops significantly. Last year, I believe I'm not even sure if he had up to 7 matches. If you had okay, his match at WrestleMania, he had another match. Like you can't count. Did he have 4 or 5 matches? But Punk has been here week in, week out. He's been defending championships. He's been coming for the shows. You see your champion. Like, what is the world heavyweight champion without the world champion being on the show? Same as what Cody, was doing with the championship, like always on the show every day. Do you rather want somebody that would get the championship and then appear once in 3 months to defend the belt if he feels like? So this is more of like a respect factor when it comes to Punk. And yeah, you are making bold statements that, oh, Roman is winning, oh, he's the needle mover, like needle mover that will stay home. He said, the man said himself that he is a full-time dad. I respect him for wanting to be there for his family and all of that, but like you can't choose to be a full-time dad and then give us lesser this thing, because people pay tickets every day, every week. People subscribe to channels to make sure that they tune in on Netflix, tune in wherever, tune in, pay Netflix, pay for VPNs, pay for tickets, pay for airplane, hotels, all to go and make sure that, and you come in and you realize that the champion is not available. All of those things, is crazy. So I don't think I can sit here and listen to you say call Romans all the names you have to call him, and then kind of like push what Punk has been doing. Especially this, like he's currently, to me, is currently like my MVP for the year already, given with all the bangers he has been putting out for the work he's done currently for the year 2026 since January. So I don't understand why you would not want to see that fact about him trying to put in it's all about respect here, and him standing up for the locker room and saying, man, I get it, you are the big boy and all of that, but at the end of the day, this is how things run now.
Okay, I respect CM Punk. Don't take that away. I respect CM Punk. So, like I said, he's there, he's all good and that and that. Calling you calling Roman a part-timer, he's a full-time dad, he's this and that. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Do you want CM Punk's money or you want Tribal Chief's money?
What do you mean by wanting CM Punk's money or try to?
Answer the question. Answer the question. Do you want Tribal Chiefs? Do you want CM Punk's money or you want Tribal Chiefs' money? Just answer it. It's just a simple question. Answer.
Well, I would want the Tribal Chief's money because
That's
we know
all I
that
need to
they
know.
have paid him the
That
big
I
bucks.
don't. That's all I need to know. Now, secondly, who do you think sells more tickets, CM Punk or Roman Reigns?
We, are you talking
It's
about
just a
right
simple
now?
question.
Because
Just answer.
I'm
That's
not
all I
trying to
need.
mix. I'm not trying to mix words, but right now I feel it should be 50-50 because Punk is also a big star. So wouldn't we believe that Punk will be moving tickets too?
50-50? Did you just say 50-50?
Yes, I would go. Like, I mean, I don't work
You
for
just said
WWE. I
50-50.
don't work for TKO, so I cannot really have news on who is really moving these tickets. But I would, as a fan and also like a podcast, I would want to believe that because CM Punk has been like, he's been on all year. So I mean, things have been moving fine. So I would venture to believe it should be 50 because he's also a big star. Like, we get Roman Reigns is number one. But at the end of the day, Punk, this is like he says, Raw is his show. He's been putting in the work. So I would venture to say it's more of a 50-50. I won't.
Okay. This is what you guys are missing actually. Roman is a part-time. Yes, he's a part-time. But when let's be honest with ourselves, when they say, okay, let's put this example. CM Punk is coming next week. CM Punk is coming next week. Everybody are going to be excited and there. But when you hear Roman is going to be coming this week, how the feeling you are going to have between Roman and CM Punk, is it the same? Which feeling weighs more? Which feeling do you think the crowd pulls the crowd more to come and watch? Which feeling do you think Roman has been doing? CM Punk is an amazing guy, but
When you
the
say things like
last,
this, sorry for interrupting you. When you say things like this, it comes off borderline manipulative because you know for sure when we hear, oh, Roman will be on the show, it will move more eyes, more everybody want to tune in, everybody want to pay tickets and fly there to see the tribal chief because we rarely see him. If we were to see him week by week, I'm not sure like this thing would be like so. Like when you say that, obviously the truth will be yes, the tickets is gonna move, people are gonna move. How that like tonight he was like not tonight that Roman will be on Raw. I'm very sure it will be a full house. I'm very sure eyes will be on there because like, okay, what is Travis gonna do again tonight? So yes, we can agree on that metrics because we are given less for like
yes, you can
uh,
agree on that metric. That's all I need to know. Okay, so you're talking about, you said you said because of it appears once a while, that is why the metrics are going to be there and there. Now, um what do you think the people value more? What do you think the people value more? Does the people value things that they see every day, or does the people value things that are rare to find, like a gem? What do you think people value more? I'm going somewhere. I just need a simple question, simple answer here. Then I'll
and
take
I
it from
can
there.
just imagine how you're manipulating all of this. Obviously, is the things we get rarely, which in this case will
That's
be
all I.
Roman Reigns. Is the
Okay,
wrestling.
okay. I don't. That's all I need to know. So now, Roman Reigns is rare. Now,
Yeah.
why do you think? Let me go back to 5 years ago. Okay, 6 years ago. That was the COVID. 6 years ago. 6 years ago, if I told you which which title was greater between the WWE champion and the Universal champion, 6 years ago, before Roman Reigns took the title from the Finn and Braun Strowman 6 years ago, which title was greater? Was it the Universal Champion or the WWE Champion?
Well, he put the Universal Championship on the map. That was the main thing. That was number one. He made that championship bigger than the World Heavyweight Championship that has had 50 plus years history. That was sick. But that was the Roman Reigns, um Roman Reigns, like the Roman Reigns. What will I call it? Like there.
Yeah, you're speechless now. Now, let me continue. Okay, you said he appears once a while. He appears once a while. Now, let's look at it in this point of view. Um, when he won the title, how many times does he defend it in a year? You can count it, right?
Yes,
Yes,
I
you
can
can
count
count
it
it.
because
That's good.
yes, I
How
can.
many times does he appear on SmackDown?
When he
I'm
was
talking within
champion,
when when he was a champion thereabout, when he was a champion, and I'm talking about within the 6 years. Okay, let me say 5 years. Was it 5 years? Yeah.
yes,
His bet was taken from him by Coach Rose 2024. Yeah. So let's
yes, it
put
was
it 5 years.
2020, yeah, almost 5 years. Yes,
Yes. So now you see why people are getting it all wrong. He has actually been a part-timer since 2020. The only difference was that he doesn't fight much. He lets his cousin do more of all the wrestling. He just sit back. He comes and help them once in a while to win tag team gold. He doesn't fight much. Yeah, he only appears most of the time, but he doesn't wrestle. He doesn't defend, and he always give. He doesn't fight. What like call it, anyhow person, like the way CM Punk does. Anybody, if you want to fight, you can come, bring it. No, that's what made the Universal title prestigious. He fights class. He fights worthy opponents. He fights the likes of John Cena. He fights the like of Brock Lesnar. He fights the likes of, name them, people that are class, people that are good. He doesn't fight anytime. Okay, did you remember what he did to Cesaro? Did you remember what he did to
Yes.
Cesaro? Cesaro came for an open to challenge and he walked out. Yeah, Cesaro sucks, so he doesn't deserve it. So Roman makes the title feel Roman makes the title feel prestigious. Like before you're going to touch this title, you're going to like climb mountains, and climbing the mountains you must have done great things before you're going to touch the title. So Roman makes title looks great. CM Punk just talk, do his one trick pony kind of moves, go to sleep, thereabout. He just talk. Last week on Raw, Roman for you. So bottom line is Roman is winning at WrestleMania and is going to make the world champion. Now, imagine Roman winning the world champion. Do you think Cody Rhodes' reign will be greater than Roman reign? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest.
With Roman winning the champion, if Roman is, because we can't really, it's too bold of a statement to, to say, oh, Roman is winning. But if I'm to go with your theory, oh, that Roman wins, and we assume and we see, okay, Roman wins the championship, it will, Raw would be must see. I don't think anybody will even care less what happens on SmackDown, except Randy becomes 15, hits number 15. That might bring intrigue. But
Randy can be 19 times champion. No one will also care what happens in SmackDown. All
oh
focus will
shit.
be on Roman
Now,
because
now, now
Roman
you are being
is the
controversial.
GOAT. Roman is the attraction right now. Roman is the tribal chief. Roman is I'm just Roman is Roman Reigns. So he's making everybody who doubted him 2017, who doubted him 2018, who doubted him 2019, eating their words. Roman is the GOAT. Roman is I'm just lifting my hands up now. The the one and the only. Yeah.
Okay. So there's no okay. So by the time this drops, Raw would already be off, on and off the air. Tonight we will be having Roman on the show, and obviously we know with the appearance of Roman on the show, and Punk on the show, so we might be getting Roman Punk round 4 again. What do you think might happen tonight, especially after what happened last week with Roman, getting punched right in the mouth and calling Punk old and all of the credit? What do you think might was and he has sent out an open invitation to any and all of the bloodline family that they can all take a swing at Punk, but at WrestleMania everybody should leave Punk to him. What's your take on that whole situation with with everything, and with Roman coming and Roman and Punk being on the show tonight? What do you think might be the
Okay.
case going on?
So this is my prediction. Okay, like for Raymond would say, this is not a prediction, this is a spoiler. So this is what is going to happen on Monday Night Raw. I think in our time, that is tomorrow, I think by 2, they're about 1-2. So this is what is going to happen. Roman is going to come out, but the Usos are going to take CM Punk down. That's guaranteed. So you are not going to the Usos are going to do the work for Roman. Probably Roman might, if he wants to partake into the fun, might take maybe one or two spares thereabout because nobody's coming to save CM Punk. Nobody's coming to save CM Punk. Nobody likes CM Punk. Seth Rollins doesn't like CM Punk. The Vision doesn't like CM Punk. The only people that like CM Punk is Jey Uso. And Jey Uso isn't going to choose CM Punk over his cousin, Roman Reigns. So, yeah, they're going to have a good promo. They're going to cut a good promo. CM Punk is going to talk. He's going to blab. He's going to say all his talk. He's going to call Roman Reigns boy, and I think that's what pisses Roman Reigns more. He calls him boy. He mocks him. So he's going to talk while he's happy talk, but at the end of the day, he's going to get his head super kicked off and seeing.
Would
I
you
think
make mention of like, oh, CM Punk is calling Roman his boy. Um, I feel that's in a way of like to make him remind him of like the history, because you know how your tribal chiefs or our tribal chief gets when it's as if he wants us to forget that 2014 happened, 2013 was a thing. Like he wants us to forget about all of that and only focus on now as is the biggest thing in the wrestling business. So I feel what Punk, just like I said, fighting for the respect, fighting for the locker room. So Punk always tries to make sure, okay, I know you are the biggest things in sliced bread, but at the end of the day, you need to be reminded that you were once this, kind of like trying to remind him of like, who he is and where he came from and all, because sometimes it feels as if Roman doesn't want to acknowledge that he had any history with anybody. I don't know how you feel about that.
um how do I feel about that? I don't feel anything about that. I don't care what he has done. I respect him like I always say. I respect him for but my take is just Roman. Roman is just good. He's going to do the job. Yes, he might have lost there and there. And one more thing. Um CM Punk said the last time he said Roman is um trying to get what he has, then he's putting Roman on the spotlight. Actually, that's in the reverse case. Roman is the one actually putting CM Punk on the spotlight. Roman have put CM Punk on the spotlight. That was it last year? Yeah, when they had that triple threat. Was it? Yeah, when they had
Yes,
was it triple threat?
night one main
They
event,
were saying
WrestleMania
exactly.
41.
Yes. So without Roman Reigns, CM Punk would have been in any main event. And it's even because of Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble and chose him. That was why he's even going to be in the ninth main event. So if not, probably they'll put him in maybe middle card or something and look for a bigger main event. But Roman Reigns is just too good. He helps people. He has helped people. He tried to help what's it called? The original bro. I'm forgetting his name. What's his name again? The original bro. Um, okay, he tried to help him. Tried helping Finn Bella. I'm just telling you the good that Roman has done. Have many helped Jey Uso. Jey Uso is now is the talk of the town. He called himself main event Jey Uso, all because of Roman Reigns. So what we're saying now is that CM Punk is cool. CM Punk is little tricks there here and there, but um he's going to get beat. And I don't know how he's going to get beat. Probably in what Drew McIntyre will always say, I got screwed. Probably that part. Or he's going to be beaten legitimately to any of it. Bottom line is CM Punk is going to lose at
Okay.
WrestleMania.
Well, we've had to get your take on that, and well, we'll have to move, but we are gonna still stay on Monday Night Raw. So I, on that note, one of the biggest things we had the bootleg the bootleg Kev podcast had Jacob Fatu on their podcast a couple of days ago, and I yesterday on Sunday I was just kicking back and just checking out content, and I watched the full interview, and Jacob had a lot to say. He talked about Jelly Roll putting in the work, and how Jelly Roll, after the training would be watching, he would be trying to clean up the ring, and like you see him put in the work. And he talked about Jacob had a lot of other things to say. And oh, before I get there, so we are bringing somebody in on the podcast right now. So I did not realize that we will have more than two guests. Would have more than two guests on the podcast, but it's with great pride on After the Match podcast that I bring on somebody that I'm happy to see what he would be able to do here on the show. So joining us from Lagos, Nigeria, yes, from Lagos. Um, he is the self-proclaimed phenomenal one. I know. Please, AJ Styles and WWE don't come for me with the with the fakeness. But Braveheart will be joining us on the show. He's trying to prep up and get things ready. Um, so yeah, as I was saying, I try to while we wait for Braveheart to get set up there. So yeah, Jacob had a lot of things to say. So I think that would move us to one of the things we had to talk about here, on one of the biggest things that happened on Monday Night Raw, and that's the Obafemi laid out Brock Lesnar. And this is a story that has taken center stage on Monday Night Raw. It was the biggest thing in the world of pro wrestling all week. The numbers that that segment did outdrew everything, including our tribal chiefs and CM Punk, including the segment we ran. Like everything was the biggest with what Oba and Brock were able to do on that this thing. A couple of weeks back, trying to give a backstory here, Rollins, attacked Heyman and put Heyman out of commission. Heyman came back last week looking as disheveled, as crazy as Heyman would look. And everything was so crazy that personally I was like, whoa, Heyman takes this seriously, and you see it from his own end. But at the end of the day, I was so proud of what happened. And when uh a couple of weeks back, Heyman and Brock came out, and I was like, okay, so, and they said, oh, they want to do something of like they will, and somebody looking for somebody who will challenge them, open challenge. The fans started shouting, Oba, Oba, and we're like, Oba should come out. And this was just fresh off after showing Oba backstage with Rusev. So we're like, it's a no-brainer with Oba, wanting to being the one that will come out. And for weeks, nothing happened. And we're like, what the heck is going on here? And before stories started going out. People were saying stories, people were talking, the streets on X were talking, and we're like, what the hell is going on here? The next thing, Brock, there are rumors that Brock doesn't want to have anything to do until this one happens. It was just like a whole lot of craziness and conversations going on. And up until last week, we had that segment with Rollins, and then Brock was introduced, and everybody was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" That
Yes,
everything.
sir.
Uh, Okay, so we have Braveheart joining us. Braveheart, if you can hear me, you can. I think he can hear us. Um so everything just going crazy and all that, and we just had that particular this thing where everything was just mad, and all of a sudden we had Brock come out, and I was like, "Fuck no," because I there was nothing in me that wanted to see Brock and Rollins. We've been there, done that, and I'm like right now, and I just felt so um disheartened because I'm like, "Oh shit, this was supposed to be Oba's opportunity," da, da, da. And they swerved us. Brock went to town on all of the Rollins boys and all of the crew, the guys on the hoods and all, and got to Rollins, and I'm like, holy shit, are we gonna get this? Before you know what's going on, everywhere went dark, and before you know, the green lights came on, Oba's music hits. The thank you to Texas. Texas went crazy for an NXT graduate that did not even graduate, where he left the graduation hall. They went crazy, and I'm like, holy hell. Everything was everything was so mad. And before you know what's going on, Oba is strutting out there looking great, looking monstrous, his hair down, looking like a monster. And I'm like, what are we watching? And Brock and Oba came face to face. If I told you Oba was a veteran, Oba has been with the business for 20 years, and this is like his first, this is like nothing for him, you would have believed me, because those crowd, that fans, Texas made it bigger than life. You would have thought that that was Undertaker standing next to Brock, because they left. Nobody was talking about Brock. Everybody was talking about Oba. The fans were going in. You were hearing the who everywhere. The Oba family chants was all around. And before you know what's going on, this man picked up Brock as if Brock was his little baby. He hugged Brock so high, like I'm like, what are we watching? Hit that man, the best power bomb I've ever seen in the business. You can use that power bomb and compare with any other one out there. He hit that man flush. I mean, Brock took that shit like Hoba hits Brock as if Brock is owing him money. Hoba hits Brock as if Brock is owing him. I mean, Brock took his wife from him. He hit that man as if that man, did anything, something disastrous to him. That was impeccable. And to top it all off, put his feet on, and I'm like, I'm done. When that shit happened, when he put his feet on that man and pointed at the WrestleMania sign and called for Brock, and with tears down his eyes, I mean, it's on. It looks as if it's official because they made it official. Brock over WrestleMania 42. Bro, what's your take on all of this craziness? Because I sit here right now as a Nigerian. I'm proud, I'm excited, I'm honored, and I love it. What's your take on that?
Let me talk to you. Um, First of all, I have to confess, mind my English. Seeing Obafemi come outside to face Brock Lesnar was nobody expected it. I didn't even expected it. I actually expected Paul Heyman. I felt the clue. I saw the clue when he was saying FAFO. FAFO. I knew he would want to say F5, and once he said that F5, I just had that feeling in my mind, and immediately exactly what I predicted that came. As he said FAFO, FAFO, FAF5. Oh, I was so pumped up. Barack Lesnar. Yeah, so crazy. Then he matched those guys couldn't have a chance, even though there were hundreds of them. It looks like tiny. Did you see the guy he threw? he threw over his head. The guy, I pitied for him. It was like it was so crazy and brazy. Then the rest, he didn't even have to touch them. He just scared them off like you're scaring lizard away, and they ran for their dear life. Then getting into the ring, I was thinking we are going to have it. I was having doubts because Seth Rollins is actually injured. He's just taking his time to come back and trying to show his face. He's still under medical care. That guy is great. Then boom, they off the lights. First of all, I thought they were going for um break or something. Then all of a sudden, woo, so crazy. Now Obafemi is all giant and everything, lifting Brock Lesnar up and hitting him with the fall from grace. Um, that was all cool and that, but the thing is that Seth Rollins actually distracted Brock Lesnar for him to be able to do that. Let's be let's um let's be civilized. Yeah, yes, let's be civilized. Um let's say the truth. Yeah, let's say the truth. Seth Rollins actually distracted Brock Lesnar because if Brock Lesnar wasn't distracted, I don't think Obafemi would stand a chance. Would stand a chance. But he was lucky. He was lucky that, like the
Come
new
on. What's
the
with
new
this
day
excuse?
the new day will say
Uh,
thank God. Yes, thank God for Seth Rollins. If not, it would have been another case entirely. So he had his laugh that day and thereabout. So probably if they meet again, Brock Lesnar is going to mess him up. He's going to take lots of suplex, take him to suplex city, some F5, and that's WrestleMania. Brock's winning, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. So
but Emasmo, you are a Nigerian, yeah. Shouldn't you be patriotic, standing with our brother, with our son, and supporting him, making sure that
come on,
we
come
are
on. I'm
loud,
being
we are
I'm being patriotic here. I'm being patriotic
by
here.
by
But when we
by
see
standing
the fact,
against
we need to
him.
say it. When we see the fact, we need to say, yes, he's my Nigerian brother. I love him. I adore him. He's making Nigeria a great name. At least Nigeria is now um, name in wrestling industry. Unlike somebody that was supposed to be the one to make Nigeria recognized, but he failed and he failed woefully. I'm not going to mention his
Oh
name.
my,
You know his name.
oh
So,
come
but
on, come on,
uh,
not you throwing shade.
um,
You know that man couldn't do shit there because of
um,
what was going on with the.
so
If this man wasn't given the opportunity,
Oba
why would you throw
Oba
such shade to that
Oba
man?
is great. Oba is amazing. But come on, Brock Lesnar. Okay, let me say. I love saying it with for him and say Brock Lesnar. Really, do you think he's going to? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, during the match, he's going to have a few touches here and there. Going to go with all those moves, running to the ring, running. But one F5 is going to do the job, and that's all. And you speaking of, he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance. That's the guy who was supposed to be the face of Nigeria in WWE, but he failed. He said he didn't have the chance. He had a lot of chance. He was a tag team champion to AJ Styles. And what did he do? He blew it. He was he was he faced who did he face again? I think he faced AJ Styles. Yeah. What did he do? He blew it. Yeah. He faced Bobby Lashley. What did he do?
He
He blew it. Yeah. He even faced Brock Lesnar. What did he do? He blew it. Yeah. Yeah.
ha-
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even realize that this shit
Yeah.
was. To,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
join you.
He
I'm not
blew
joining
it.
you
Yeah.
to shade any
He
of our brothers.
choked.
Omar,
He choked. Yeah. I think he
Omar
lost it.
and
Yeah.
Apollo did their best
Yeah.
with what they were given.
Yeah.
Well,
That's just it.
moving on. Moving on, because right here on the show, at least for this episode, we just want to address the bigger stories, the stories that are what that are bigger than the whole entire thing going on in the company. So right now, we understand, you know Randy has made his declaration. He wants to get um number 15. He wants to get number 15. He wants to become a 15-time world champion. And last week, no, week before, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, sorry, Cody was able to, finally get his way to WrestleMania by defeating Drew for the championship, leading up to a week after that, where the contract signing between Cody and Randy that led to Cody pleading, basically in pushing for the old Randy to be out, to be brought back for this championship match. He wanted to face his teacher, his tutor, somebody that took him under his wing. He wants to face the best of. And we always say a lot about the 2009 Randy Orton being the deadliest of them all, the legend killer, the Viper, and the man that had no care in the world for anybody, including the legends that even paved the way for him. And we saw how this man was so vile and ruthless. But over the years, Randy has literally become like the locker room leader. Is like the last of the guys that we got to know, from the John Cena's of the world, the Lesnar's of the world, the Batistas of the world, the Undertakers of the world, like JBL. We had a lot of people that were in that era that are no more in the business, not like in not working for the business, but not in a way that says that they are, in it. So this is me, wanting to ask. Cody asked for it. He basically received it out of nowhere. And that says a lot about the whole case when it comes to that. When it comes to that, says a lot when it comes to what Cody has been able to do as champion. And he received it, the Viper struck, and he struck big. And this is me wanting to ask. Code Bully Ray said, I listened to Busted Open with Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer, and they had a lot to say about that stuff, about the fact that even with Cody being the guy that got, his ass handed out to him, the fans were cheering on Randy. Randy came out last week, same thing. He broke Matt Cardona's hand, same thing. Like Randy like he's been, he's been held up there. It's like the deja vu again. What happened with John Cena going into last year is what is basically going on here. And it's just so crazy, looking at it in a way that says,
Agree.
why is Cody always in this situation where all the people that were supposed to, just go in with him and be able to be there with him, are basically turning on him, beating up his ass and everything, and the fans that wants to always see Cody, that come back for signing. Cody always has the longest line, best-selling match, is the baby face of all baby face. But when it comes to when he's facing arch nemesis like these people that are like of grand status, he always gets literally almost booed. Like people always cheer the other ones that we are supposed to boo over him, and it's of concern. And Bully Ray said on his on Busted Open today, that Cody um should do back to Randy what Randy did to him, and in a way that says, you know what, since we are all going to do what we have to do to get what we want, I shouldn't, be faulted for wanting to do back to you what you did to me. Like this entire situation, this championship match, this main event, as Randy has called it, everybody's saying might one WrestleMania might just be Cody and Randy. What do you have to say about this whole situation and going on there?
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my take on this was that, okay, number one, um what Randy did, many people loved it, um and all. Yeah, I love Randy. Randy is an amazing wrestler. Randy is a good wrestler. Randy is great. Randy is this. Randy is that. So yeah, this we are saying the 2009 Randy. Yeah, 2009, 2010 Randy, the sadistic Randy. Yeah, the legend killer. Yes, let me put it that. And I think 2022 because he dealt a lot with Drew McIntyre 2020. So the legend killer is back. Like you said, Cody Rose actually asked for it. Yes, he literally put it in Randy's head to be this and that. So for Randy, yes, he really dealt with Cody Rose. He messed Cody Rose up. Cody Rose has not been messed up like that since the last time The Rock messed him up. So Randy, I actually liked what he did. Yeah, that's the Randy that I know. That's the Randy I know. Not that soft ass Randy signing autograph, doing that's the weak Randy. And that is the Randy everybody knows. So you see the chance when he came back to being his old Randy. That's what everybody knows and that's what everybody loves. That in wrestling, what I've come to notice in wrestling is that it's not about how many times you show up, it's not about how many championships you've won, it's about how you make the fan feel, how you leave that scar, leave that emotional impact on the fan. I think Obafemi said that too during his podcast with Stephanie McMahon. He said he doesn't. Yes, the championship are going to come, the conquests are going to come, but his goal is to leave an impact in the fans' life, in the fans' hearts, or in the fans' life, so that anytime they're going to remember him, even though in the next 20 years, and that is the goal of wrestling. So Randy actually left that scar in the fans. He has been there for a very, very long time, since 2009. If you can remember 2009, 2009, 2008, 2009, Randy was a very, very, very sadistic Randy. So that
Yes.
really kept his scar. He was the most hated wrestler then. Like was the most hated wrestler 2009, and that actually kept a scar in the heart of the people, especially the young ones that has grown now. So you see how it is. He left a scar when they were very, very young. Now they've grown. Now they now want they want that Randy back. And when they finally got that Randy back, that was what you see how it triggered their you see how it triggered their emotions, and they loved it. They loved it. That scar has been there since from now to 2009 is roughly, let's say, 15 thereabout years, and okay, maybe less than. But you see how it triggers. You see how it triggers the emotion. That is the about wrestling. So back to the Randy Cody Rose. Now Cody Rose is I see Cody Rose story as somebody that is very, very familiar. Now the fans are getting tired of Cody Rose. Why? He has been holding the championship. They have hailed him yet. He has gotten all his hails and all his applaud and everything. But the fans are getting tired. And that reminds me of somebody too. And do you know who that person is? Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns. I'll go back to Roman Reigns. That guy is the best to me. So you remember 2017 when Roman Reigns won his first was it 2017, 2016, 2017 thereabout where he won his first
2015
WWE
Royal
title.
Rumble, he
20,
won.
yes, 2015. Yeah, that he won the title and everybody were booing him thereabout. They were hailing him at first when he was climbing the hurdle, but they said they were pushing him too far and this and that, blah 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 blah. Before he now later turned into heel 5 years later. Now, same thing is going to happen to Cody Rose and Randy. I'm not seeing Randy getting his 15th championship. Why? I'm seeing Cody Rose turning into a heel at WrestleMania. Yes, Cody Rose is going to turn
Why
into
would
a
he
heel
go
at
and do that?
WrestleMania.
mess up all the money he's having. He's the highest selling baby face. He's making t-shirts. He has all the merchandise, even to socks and everything. Is the number one thing. Why would he go around and turn that
This is this is
and
this
then
is
do that?
this is this is what you don't know. Cody Rose is not actually a good guy. He's trying to be a good guy. I can see through him. I can see through him. I know I'm not in the USA there, but I don't go there physically, but I can see through him. Cody Rose is not actually a good guy. That role is equally hard for him. Okay, I won't say hard. He's playing the role, but the people are they're trying. He's not getting tired. He's getting tired of the role. Anytime all his WrestleMania, all his three WrestleMania matches I have had since he came back, it's all either he get beaten up and baited with blood. That is just so he's getting tired. I feel he's going to turn into a heel, and he doesn't care when you turn into a heel. Do you really think they care about signing them autograph or signing um,
But you
t-shirts
need to
there
think
about?
about
So,
you need to think about the bottom line here in terms as a company. Because if the company are making money back hand over fist with Cody, with what he's been doing since coming back in 2022, why would you now turn around and then do yourself wrong and then turn him heel and mess with that money? Because the kids, the children love Cody Rhodes. You see them buy his belt, all of that has the potential of going away because the kids will not want to get them. Like, they will come here and they will not want to roast because they'll be like, oh shit, he's a bad guy now. The kids, because you have to look at the kids because those are the people that are making sure that the parents are buying things. You are messing with the money if you turn him heel and like. When are we going to talk about the company? I know we get to talk about fans and everything, but what about the money aspect of it all so that they can stay in business?
the the money aspect of it and then staying in business is not going to change. Yes, it might just drop for a while, but it's going to pick up. That's depending on the heel that it's going to become. Because I know Cody Rhodes
Like,
is going
are
is
you go- are
good,
you risking that
is
if you
good,
are WWE?
is good, is good. Is going to be a great risk. Yes, it's going to be a great risk. And why did I say so? Cody Rhodes has made his name known. Now, you turning heel is now going to be like a different kind of character. I know he's going to play that heel very well. Cody Rhodes reminds me of I don't know if you've watched the movie The Boys. He remind he I always picture
Yes,
him
yes,
as
yes,
that
yes.
Homelander. I always picture him as
Homelander,
Homelander.
yes.
Exactly. That's the
That
way I
is good
picture him.
outside, but is the most
He's
vile
he
and
has a
wicked
bad
person
side in
behind
him
the
that
scene.
is trying to just suppress. And I think that is going to show up at WrestleMania. I think I'm 98% sure that's going to show up at WrestleMania. He has a bad side. So let's see. But I don't see Randy winning the title. I don't see Randy becoming 15 times. I don't see I see um I see Cody Rhodes still retaining but this time becoming a heel and um the match is going to be actually amazing. There are going to be many of ROKOs, crossroads, different kind of this thing. But I just see Randy doesn't stand a chance against Cody Rhodes. So that's just my take. Randy is old too, man. I don't know why they keep all these old men in the industries. Well, I don't know.
So one of the biggest
So
stories that
I just see Cody Rhodes as that Homelander guy. And it's going to bring out his Homelander spirit. Yes, it's going to bring out his Homelander spirit, which is going to be it's going to be amazing. Trust me, when Cody Rhodes becomes a bad guy, it's going to be amazing. Now, the you guys don't reason this. He said he's an American nightmare. You don't reason what an American nightmare means. He's actually a bad guy, but because of the situation around, people like him, children like him thereabout, he's trying to play the good guy. He's actually a
Oh,
bad
come on. And
guy.
Maximus come up with he's trying to play. He's trying to play. Can you pretend? So you want to tell me that all of these years he's been pretending?
Homelander did it for years before he even grew up, for years before he started, and even till now, is there people still feel he's good. Only very, very few people are rebelling against him. So if Homelander can do it, he can do it. People pretend for 5 years, so but they have an intense an intentional motive that can be that they can plan it for in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. So um Cody Rose is the American nightmare. But you guys think nightmare means, oh, he's the savior, oh, he's so crazy. You do your whoa, you do your hey, you do your no. To the people outside, no dummies, it's not. American nightmare is something that is scary. Nightmare is something that is terrible. Nightmare is something that is bad, and it's going to put the world on notice when Cody Rose is going to low blow, likely low blow, yes. Cody Rose is going to low blow Randy Orton. And when he low blow Randy Orton, probably use a chair or use something. Now this is where it's going to be um he's going to flip. What I said is going to turn heel. The fan are going to make him. The fan have been trying to make him to become an heel. Probably you didn't notice. They are trying to make him become an heel because there are some things that he did. Even when he took the belt off Drew McIntyre, most people weren't happy. They were like, why this and that. Now, that is just it. Now he's becoming an heel little by little. They are pushing him to becoming an, and that is actually what he wants. But you guys don't know now. You're going to see what a real American nightmare looks like in Cody Rose. Stay tuned for WrestleMania. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Yeah.
Well, today's this still after the match podcast. Johnny still joining us is the man that I don't know what I invited to the studio, but I'm grateful he's here. Am I grateful? I
What do
guess
you mean you don't
so.
know what he invited you to the studio? Are you serious, man?
Like I invited trouble to myself. So but at the end of the day, this episode is a topical episode. I'm proud of what we are doing at the moment. So one of the topics that we had right now is the man. I'm like what the heck is going on here? So our truth and the main priest are the WWE's World Tag Team Champions. I hope that's what they call them. WWE Tag Team Champions. They are the WWE Tag Team Champions right now on SmackDown with Damian Priest. And I know what you might say. I know you might shit on on that shit and all of that, but everyone loves Shoot. This is a feel good moment of the
I
year.
don't.
And come on, man. Everybody, Truth is an international treasure. Especially
Yeah,
with what
just
happened
kidding. I
last
do. I,
year
I
with
love I
Truth
love truth work.
supposedly being released and got to get his job back and
It
all of
wasn't
that.
it wasn't actually released, but go on.
That's why I said supposed, like he's like kind of like he's supposed like he
That that's
with
what that's what we wanted you
Unreal
guys to
came
think.
out and you know we
No, don't
still
joke
have
with me.
in Braveheart here on the show, but I don't know if Braveheart, can you hear me?
Yeah, apa bi ari? Mi ò bẹ́ o.
Braveheart, can you hear me? Well,
Let him mute his
Ẹ̀gbọ́n jẹ yẹ.
I don't know.
Braveheart,
Hello.
are you there?
I'm there.
Can you hear me?
Top of yeah, very well.
All right. So okay. So we
He
were
could
talking
he
on
could off
the
his
situation with
he could
our
off his
truth and the
camera so
priest.
that
No, wait, there's no light here actually, so
All right. So
that's why.
turn off. Yeah, Brevard. Yes, turn off your camera. This podcast will be audio wise. Whatever. So turn
Oh,
off
can
your
you see
camera
me?
so that your network will be
Yeah,
better.
yeah, it's
Uh,
fine.
and
Can you see
that's
now?
better.
We can hear
Is it
you.
clear now?
It's better now. It's better now.
Okay,
You
fine.
are clear now.
Okay.
All right. So now, Damien, one of the biggest story is our truth and Damien Priest becoming tag team champions of SmackDown. I was telling a Maximus on the show that everybody loves truth. I believe everybody loves truth. Truth is an international treasure.
Yeah, no,
But Emmanuel is saying that he doesn't love with him. And also, 3 weeks ago, Damien did not even have any story, anything important to do for WrestleMania. Right now, he's tag team champion. That is all because of what Truth was able to do for this man. This man,
yes.
since last time he was champion was August 2024, when Gunther beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damien has done nothing other than feuds after feuds after feuds. So
Yes, with make it.
before we because we will soon be wrapping for the show for today, one of the
Okay.
last big topic, Maximus, I hope you can stay with us to wrap up everything. So I just need to get your take. So I'll start with Braveheart for now to get what's your take. Truth is the national treasure, is champion now with our Truth, and like your take on the entire thing.
So actually, if you look at the run, so the tag team division of SmackDown has been very poor quietly. So even though the WWE creative has no idea what they are doing with the FMT and the Wyatt family, so because there's no any storyline, it's just attacking from behind, bullying, all those kinds. So it's not making any sense. So they have to just drop the title so they can able to move it to uh, uh Truth and Demi Priest. So that I can think that is the only reason because fans are no longer having interest with what is going on between the FMT and the Wyatt family. So it's not really making sense. So now that they have a new champion last week, I think maybe going forward to WrestleMania, I think it's going to be probably maybe they can give us something like a triple threat match or maybe probably another team can join them so they can make it a fighter for maybe they just try to spice it things up. Maybe we can make it up to maybe a ladder match. At least it's going to be very interesting.
And Maximus, what do you have
Hello.
to say about this?
Oh,
We
Okay.
could we
First of all, the MFT and the Y6, they'll be going back and forth here. They'll be going back and forth, and actually, to be honest, most fans are confused because are you telling me you are fighting over a lantern? Hell no, you ain't fighting over a lantern. What kind of sick shit is that? So
I mean, that was the lantern used by Bray Wyatt, so it's personal to the family. It's the Bray Wyatt's essence is there. Like,
screw the lantern, screw the lantern, screw the lantern. So you want to tell is the
bro,
lantern
that's
a
it's Bray
championship?
Wyatt you're talking about here.
No one care. You know what? Just okay. This is just it. MFT and White Six has been having a very very terrible terrible play, terrible run. So they had to shift the tactic. When I saw when Arrow Truth and Damian Priest were added into the tag team, I think was it tag team gauntlet or tag team stuff that they fought. I knew they were the one that were
Yes,
going to
that's in
win.
Gauntlet.
I
Yes.
I already knew they were the one that were going to win. And so as they won, then I already knew that they were going to get the title from the MFT. Why? Because of in the middle of the match, we all know the wrestling trick. In the middle of the match, when anybody having rivalry with, is definitely coming to come and screw you. So um we know that. So definitely they were given handed the tag team titles. So and you see it wasn't even the big dog that fought. It wasn't Solo. Solo didn't start in the match. It was because he's the actual tag team champion. Him and Tamatonga. Tamatonga, yeah, is actually the tag team champion, both of them. But he let JD Mateo to do his dirty work, and that was all, guy. So from my own point of view, is kudos to our truth, kudos to Damian Priest. It's been a while, and I'm also happy for Damian Priest because it's been a while. He has been a champion since he's heavyweight champion. They've been misusing him. He hasn't had time to actually get himself and this and that. But at least he has the chance now to make those tag team titles great again. And Braveheart was talking about the tag team champions. They don't know what they are using the tag team champions to do. Now, if you say SmackDown doesn't know what they're using the tag team champions to do, now what will you now say about Raw? Because Raw has the worst tag team middle card or play card. They have the worst tag team play card. There's okay. Let's say they suck. Yes, they suck. So SmackDown is far better. The only time the tag team reduced was when the White Six took the tag team champion. That was when the tag team division in SmackDown became dead because we're having then before the White Six came, we're having Fraxium, we're having City Machine Gun, we're having DIY, we're having Street Profit. The tag team was lively, attacking each other. Title were being and changed, hands were being changed, titles were being changed in 2 weeks. You can't hold the belt for 2 weeks. Somebody have come and fucked you up. Yeah, you can't hold the belt for 3 weeks. The max that you can hold the belt is 1 month, and somebody has come and somebody faster than you, somebody stronger than you has come and swipe you till the dummy Y6 came and they slowed everything down with their creepiness. And when they won that title, I was like, the tag team is dead. Now you think JD McDonald and Fibella kills tag team division. No. White Six killed the SmackDown tag team division. So it's just for them to give one of all those tag team, and I think the next tag team that are going to get that bet is Fraxium. Yeah. I think they're the one that they are the next in line
Yeah,
to get that title
I
because I
can
think they
agree
are
that
the
they are
only
like the
one.
best thing. Yeah, they're only the good.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Angel and Humberto, they are great, but I just don't know why they are not given opportunities to to shine.
They
You could
are
in that
actually,
gauntlet,
yes, they're
you really
actually
open
great,
eyes.
but I think they're fighting in
Yeah,
AAA now. So they're fighting in AAA, and
yeah,
I think
triple A,
they're doing
yes,
great
yes,
there.
yes, they are doing
They are still
excellent.
going to they are still going to give them title, but for the meantime, I think Fraction is next in line thereabout. So that is it. So um, congratulations to Priest and Truth, but
Outrageous.
Priest Priest is going to still turn on Truth. Why? Because Truth is going to make them lose the tag team bets, and I think that their title is not going to last.
You
The
are just a bad person. You
max
are
is
just a
two
bad
weeks,
person.
3 weeks, max a month. But title is not going to last, and I think probably maybe Habeto or Fraxium are going to take the bet from them, and Truth is going to be the one that are going to pin. So good luck, Priest, good luck, Priest, but yeah, Truth is going to frustrate you. Yeah, he's all fun and like, but he's always distracted and he's going to make you lose the title and you're going to be pissed and attack him. And sorry to be a spoiler, but that's just how it's going to happen. And that's just it. Congratulations to them once again, but the attacking, no, had it been, it was Truth. Had it been, it was Damian Priest and Alistair Black, aka Malachi Black in AEW. For those of us who remember, Alistair Black. Had it been, it was Damian Priest and Alistair Black. Oh, that would be like combination of creepiness and there, but that tag, I can't wait for that them to form that tag team. That tag team is going to be amazing. Combination of creepiness, um, low budget Undertaker, which is Damian
Oh
Priest
my God, you had to go there.
what's it called? Come on, I didn't make the rules, so that's it. So then we have Alistair Black. So Alistair Black is I think reincarnation of Cross. Yeah. So that is it. So the attacking duo is going to be amazing. Yeah, because of the frightness. Okay, they're going to look like low budget brothers of destruction, but whereby this one is skinny
Low
and that one
budget
is
brothers
just
of destruction. My
knock
God,
knock
get
knock
the
me
hell out of
thereabout.
here.
But at the same time, congratulations to them, but just remember what I said. truth is going to make them. I think they might even lose it this SmackDown that is even coming. So, but let's find out, Sha. But he ain't gonna last. He ain't gonna
Oh
last
my!
now.
You said that all right, so this is a session that I'm proud of. Four topics, 1 hour plus, 1 hour and some change. I'm proud of this. You know, I've been doing after the match podcast for a while, but I've been doing this podcasting for almost 6 to 7 years, and I've had to sit across from someone, and I've had to sit across of so many people, and both virtually and physically, and I've never sat across anyone so delusional like you. The way you put off people, you are
Come on,
sitting,
man. Come on,
you are
man.
there disrespecting legends. You are spitting on the fans who pays for this seat, and frankly, you are lucky
I'm
I did not throw
delusional
you
for
out of the
saying
studio
the
right now.
truth.
You know,
I'm
but I'm a
delusional
man
for
of my
saying the
word.
truth. Is the fact.
I said I was going to have you, have a platform. I have a platform for you tonight, and I did, and you said you would have a platform tonight, and you did do it. So I'm a man of my word. I gave you a platform, and here we are. And I don't know if you will be able to make next the next episode with this attitude, but
Oh,
let's see what
oh, I'm going
happens.
to make the next episode. I'm going to make the next episode, and I'm going to talk to anybody that is going to FAFO. Because if you FA, you FO. But I don't have the power for F5. So,
Well, you've got the again after the fallout from Raw and SmackDown show up, but don't expect me to play nice. Next time. We are out of time for after the match. From after the match podcast. I'm your host. I'm your lion, and apparently, he's still here too with Maximus. We will see you next week. If you are still on speaking terms, we would see what we get to do. So from the Crocopod, from after the match podcast
come
to
on,
you all,
man. What do you
thank
mean
you so much.
speaking terms? Did I hurt your feelings? Come on, man.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining, and we hope please subscribe, share, comments, because
Yeah. Before we go, please. I just have one thing to say. Um, CM Punk is